Okay, today this lesson we're going to do percents of a number. Finding the percent of a number. Or if we've done fractional parts of a whole, 5 is what fraction of 20, but now we're going to put it into percent. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into a fraction, and I'm going to put, so this question says 5 is what percent of 20? Alright, so first I'm going to put 5 over 20. That's not my answer. I'm not done yet. That's just step 1. Alright, that's putting it into the fractional part. But it asked me which then, so this is the fractional part. 5/20 is equal to 1/4. That's still a fraction, but we should know the percent of 1/4 is 25%. So we first put it as a fraction. We reduce our fraction, but this question says put it in percent. 5 is what percent of 20? All right, so we have 15 is what percent of 60? Well, first I put 15 over 60. And then I see if I can reduce 15 over 60. I can reduce it by 5, and I'm going to get 3/12. Right, if I reduce it by 5, I can get 3/12, or I can reduce that to 1/4. So I can continue to reduce it to lowest terms. 1/4 is the fraction. The percent is 25%. All right, 31 is what percent of 155? I put 31 over 155. Now you're thinking, what can I reduce 31 and 155 by? Well, you can actually reduce it by 31. 31 will go into 51. This is actually going to reduce to 1/5. All right, and if I needed to find that 1/5 is the fraction, the percent is 20%. If I didn't know how to reduce this to 1/5, I could do 31 divided by 155. I'd have to put a decimal there. I'd have to put me a 0 there. I'd go 2 times. 155 times 2 is going to give me 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. That gives me 310. All right, so I have 0.2. And then from a decimal to percent, we move the decimal 2 places. So I get 20%. All right, so there's always a way to find it. Just whatever little niche works for you. All right, here we have 24 is what percent of 60. So we put 24 over 60. And we can reduce this by 6. So let's reduce by 6 to begin with. I'm going to get 4/10. I could continue to reduce that to 2/5. Or I could stop right here because 10 goes into 100 10 times, and 10 times 4 is 40. What if I reduce this to 2/5? I still get 40%. All right, and now we have 150 is what percent of 300? Well, this 0 and this 0, I can divide out. Now I have 15 over 30, which reduces to 1/2, which is 50%. So when the question is asking what percent is for what percent is what percent, I know my answer will be in percent. I set it up fractional parts, reduce my fraction, turn my fraction into a percent. All right, percents of a number.